Away I go again. I'm about 3 miles in. Sydney dropped me off a little bit ago, and now I'm looking at my last view towards home. There's I-90. Planning tonight to not go very far. I think it's like 9 miles into Mirror Lake. So I left at noon. Should get there. Dinner time, easy. And just relax. It's gonna be just a mellow section. So I didn't film much today because it was kind of just a lazy day. Left at noon and it's 4 and I've already made it to Mirror Lake. So I'm gonna consider going further, but I might just stay here. We'll see. I think I'm gonna stay here. Got a little log in front of a fire, which I'm not gonna build, especially after hearing about Lahaina burning down. Got a little access to the lake. Got a cute little tent site. I think I'll be able to fit in there. Yeah, so this is gonna be home for the night. Good morning. This is one of my favorite things to do. I make my breakfast. I drink my coffee inside my tent while I get dressed. So I'm getting my socks on, putting away all my stuff as I sit and drink my coffee. And look at this little spot. It's so perfect. What a great little view. I think I don't know what mountain that is. I'll figure it out and put it on the screen. So I had a good night. There were some weekend campers chatting till about 11, but that's okay. Otherwise, there was over there, through the trees over there, there's a big campsite over there. There are a bunch of thru hikers, but of course, they are already gone this morning. But I'm just going to take my time. It's 6:30. I'm hoping to get out of camp by 7. And I'm going to just do what I want. Because again, all by myself. But that's okay. So this is as far south as I have come on this section of the trail. It starts to go down. And K-Dog and I came here and camped at Mirror Lake. And then we came and sat by this adorable little outlet stream to Mirror Lake and hung out for a while. But we didn't want to go down because that meant we'd have to go back up. But it looks a little foggy, little clouds coming in, but it's supposed to be even nicer today. So hopefully it will be nice and warm, but not too warm. So you gotta be careful what you wish for if you wish for heat, because you don't want it to be hot. And it looks like there's a little wake down there. So off I go. Okay, so they're very serious about the Cedar River watershed. There are these signs every 5 feet. I get it. I won't go in there. That's my drinking water from Seattle. This is a weird fungus. Good morning. It's day, 18. It's the second day after I got to Snoqualmie Pass. And the trail is just really cruisy. I have been running into a lot of nobos. And word on the street, my friend Bubblehead is south of me somewhere. And we should cross paths today. So this section is actually drier than I thought it would be, reminding me a little bit of Oregon, having long water carries. And then there's also the whole rumor of norovirus. So I'm going to find good water sources and just carry a whole bunch. So I can't think of anything else exciting to say other than still solo. I ask all the nobos, hey, have you seen any SOBOs? And Apparently there's one girl like a day ahead of me, and then they saw one guy last night. But other than that, looks like I'm gonna have another solo experience. But at least if I get to see people and talk to them. I met Nightmare, and she and I talked while I was having second breakfast. So, you know what I mean? I'm getting to talk to people much better than in Glacier Peak. So that's it for now. The trail is just kind of through the woods, blah, blah, blah. It's kind of Pacific Northwest woods. So nothing really exciting to take pictures of quite yet. This is Devil's Club Forest. Luckily, no big ones. But these leaves are still pretty big. Oh, yes, look at my nails. I was off trail for a week and got beautified. This is the coolest mushroom ever. Oh my God, look who's there. It's my friend Bubblehead. Oh my gosh, I just ran into my friend from last year in Oregon, Bubblehead. It was so awesome. We're like kind of just in the middle of the trail. I didn't get much time to talk, but it was really, really good to see him. It's seen so many no-boers, and I think he's having a really good time. So, safe travels, Bubblehead, and I can't wait to see your pictures from the border. Busy, busy, busy. Okay, this is ugly because of the power lines, but then I look and I see reindeer for the first time. So, thanks to a burn, I'm finally out of the woods. It was nice walking in the woods, but I was kind of getting tired of being in a green tunnel. So, I just stopped at a spring, and the last water before that was like 9.1 miles. So that has been my longest water carry. But now, from here on out, I'm just going to start looking for a campsite. But at that spring, I met this gentleman. He lives in the desert. His name is Legend, not the legend, like the legend that everyone knows of on the trail. But he was one of the first 9 to go entirely through the Sierra. So he's the first of the Nobos that didn't flip or skip the Sierra because of the snow this year. And so he said that he doesn't do social media, so he never really heard all the fear mongering, and he just kind of kept going. So he was kind of got used to snow and made it through. So that was kind of cool. He was interesting to talk to. So even though this isn't pretty, it's nice to be open and have some views and have some sun. So more later. And I'm back in the woods again. No views, just lots and lots of trees. But the trail is incredible. I didn't think I haven't seen a single blowdown. Oh, as I trip and fall. Lovely. Here's my little tent for the night. I tuck myself into the trees, but kind of windy, but we have an epic view of Mount Rainier. So glad to be out of the trees. Good morning. I had a kind of lazy morning. I slept until 6. And now I'm sitting here and I'm about to have my breakfast. Everything's all packed up. I'll show you. So I'm all packed up. Have my breakfast and my coffee. This morning I'm not. This is going to be an interesting morning. Breakfast hash. I kind of thought it was like potatoes and eggs. Turns out it's butternut squash, feta, spinach, rosemary, and there's carrots. It's like a salad, but I guess that'll keep me healthy before I hit the norovirus hotel. I am drinking an emergency so that I have lots of vitamins to fight off any yucky viruses. But I am sitting here enjoying the sunrise view. Well, the sun is already up, but the morning view on Rainier. And it looks like I can see Disappointment Cleaver and the Emmons Glacier. And I hear I'm going to get to see more and more of it. But as of yesterday, when I came from that direction, I was pretty much in the woods the whole time. So I'm looking forward to more open views. Well, it's not as bad as it sounds. I kind of feel healthy, but it's not really what I expected. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to eat this whole thing. It might have to be for a second breakfast. I think it serves one serving. That's a lot of vegetables in the morning. Just walking in the woods. All the streams are dry. Oh, there's a little puddle there, but I'm not drinking from it. There's another good water source coming up. But just another day. Walking in the woods. More just walking through the woods. These are pretty woods, though. I don't trip all the time. And more walking through the woods. And more walking through the woods. These are very nice woods. They're very big trees. But one thing this section doesn't do, it doesn't decide to switch back. We just go straight. But luckily it's not too steep. Dog or coyote? Don't know. Seen some bear poop. This might be coyote poop. Keep seeing these signs, numbers, on trees. So, believe it is how far we are from Snoqualmie Pass. So I'm now officially 30 miles south of Snoqualmie. Still walking through the woods, but now they're a different kind of woods. I like these kinds of woods. I like any kinds of woods. I'm talking to myself a lot. Because guess what? I'm by myself again. Oh, we have a little view of more woods. But that's okay. I made the rookie mistake. And, here's someone coming, so I'm going to pause. Okay, so I made the rookie mistake of getting some books from the library, but I forgot to download them onto my phone. So I have to wait till I get Wi-Fi to do that. And all the podcasts that I had on my old phone that were downloaded are no longer downloaded. So luckily, or maybe I took them off, I don't know. But luckily I have some, probably tired of looking at the trail. Probably tired of looking at me. Well, you can watch the trail for a while. So luckily I have some playlists. Not very many. Mostly the girls. So I get to listen to music, and then I have to wait like 4 more days till I get to White Pass, till I get podcasts or books, because I really like to listen to a book. On this section, there are a lot of we call this a road crossing. Doesn't look like much of a road, and people have actually camped there. So they're very, very old abandoned road, some of them, but I think down there was another more used road. And now, guess what? We're walking in the woods again. And again, just straight up. No switchbacks. Different kind of woods though. Littler woods. Gotta mix it up. And another dirt road. So, I might sound like I'm complaining about being in the woods, but I have to say it's actually kind of nice because since it's sunny, it's providing nice shade. So where if I was out in the open and I was exposed, I'd be hot. And then I'd be bitching about that. But instead, I'm bitching about hiking in the woods. But no, I'm actually happy. So never mind my bitch session. Okay, so this is a great forest. Open, smooth, so pretty. Now our walk through the woods is really dry underneath. Maybe this was an old burn. I don't know. Just another walk in the woods. Kind of cool. Stopped at this lovely little site to have lunch. I had my usual tortilla and tuna. And then I finished up my breakfast hash. That's just not a breakfast food. So, word to the wise, if you want vegetables, it's great, but just not for breakfast. And took my feet off, and oh, look at this, I'm getting a tan. Oh, wait, it's not tan. It's dirt. So gross. So gross. Lovely. Oh, well, what's a girl to do? At least I have blue toenails. Made it to the top of the climb for today. I don't know if you can see, there are thousands, maybe not thousands, hundreds of dragonflies here. They're all over the place. The big ones, the big prehistoric looking ones. Hey, dragonfly. This is a gorgeous ridge. Nice to be out of the woods. Oh, and there's lots of little grasshoppers. Ah, this is a nice change. Now as I look behind me, probably hard to see, it's kind of hazy. But there's Mount Stewart and the enchantments. And all the dragonflies. I take it I'm looking east because there's no mountains over there. And look what just showed up. Wow. So I'm noticing along the trail, all the bear grass, or a lot of the bear grass, is kind of munched down. I wonder what is eating said bear grass. Do bears eat bear grass? Or do elk eat bear grass? Because there's lots of bear grass being munched on this trail. Hello, baby bunny. Please don't come in my tent.
Good evening. I'm in my tent, journaling and doing little chores. I went 15 and a half miles today. There was a 12-mile water carry, so I filled up all 3 bottles, and boy, was that heavy. Most of the day was through the woods, and in fact, I think I documented quite a few different through the woods parts of it. There was big tall trees, there was little trees, there was lots and lots of trees, until about the second half when I got to the top of the day, and I think it's called Blowout Mountain. And at that point you can look north and you can see all the North Cascades. And then you go a little further and then you get this amazing view of Mount Rainier. There's 5 more miles to the cabin. And so I decided to camp at this spring. I double treated the water. And the spring is really lovely. There's lots of people that kind of come and go, but no one else is camping. Still haven't seen any SOBOs, but heard one is like half an hour ahead of me. So maybe sounds like I will catch her in the next couple days. And, tonight is supposed to have a meteor shower. So, oh boy, if I can wake up after dark, if I happen to wake up, I'll go out and I will watch. But I'm not staying up until dark. I'm going to probably fall asleep before that and watch a movie or something. So that's a little synopsis of today. I had my first creeped out experience, though. There was this day hiker dude who was hiking without a shirt and was drinking a beer and had like a 6 to 8 inch long knife on his belt. He probably was harmless, but he was a little odd, and he just kind of said odd things to me. So I booked it down the trail and then found 2 other hikers and asked if they were Nobo or Sobo, and they happened to be Nobo. But so I told him what was going on, and we sat and we chatted for a while, and that guy got ahead of me, and I just kind of kept my distance, and everything was fine. But I'm learning you got to trust your gut. So, I mean, I probably could have been a little judgy, and maybe it was fine, but he gave me a weird feeling, so I tried to stay away. Other than that, I have met lots of delightful no-boers. And tonight's dinner, what did I have tonight? I had chicken with orzo, and it was pretty good. And I still have lots of food, so I'm excited about that. And I think I'm ahead of schedule again, so we'll see where I get, when I get. But I'm kind of just sort of planning on about 15 to 17 every day. So that's the plan. See you tomorrow.
Good morning. It's about 6 o'clock, and I'm about to pack up my tent. My backpack is all packed. Okay. Second morning in a row, I had a good-to-go breakfast. This one is oatmeal. One would think that oatmeal would be benign, but I should have read the ingredients. Not a fan of coconut oil. So, to me, it tastes like baby puke. So, I'm trying to stuff down this baby puke oatmeal. So I think I'm going to go back to my own or cheapo Quaker oatmeal. So, yeah. And it's heavy. I don't want to carry it. But let me show you. Well, it's kind of gone now, but there's a beautiful sunrise. There's the sun. I got to get myself boogieing down the trail. But from my tent, it was very lovely. So filtered through the trees. And I saw some meteors last night, meteorites, and the stars were amazing. I actually usually don't get up in the middle of the night to look at the stars. I need to do that a little bit more.